don't know. I don't know. Hello, everyone. Patriot5 here. Sorry, just as I was getting ready to start the show, Ron was asking me something about my sister, and I must not have got the messages that he was talking about because he was asking me who someone was, but I'll talk to him after the show. Everyone, I hope you had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. Um, Started Thursday night when my Bears finally won a game, and right now you don't know if you should root for them to win or root for them to get the number one and number two picks in the draft. But we rooted for them to win. They won, and then my Fighting Illini came through with a record-breaking performance on Saturday. But it doesn't matter if the teams you root for win. Guys, if you're watching any sports, you're seeing the cheating. Ron and me literally sit here and we watch ball games, and we literally start calling penalties. We can tell you when the referees, when they allowed gambling in sports you can bet on every play in sports now. And when they allowed it, I believe, in my opinion, this is me only, well, Ron too, we believe there's the crookedest refs. It's bad enough that sports has been manipulated and taken over by the wrong people to begin with. But now, we're watching the Bears game the other night, Thursday night, and the Bears had the other team first and 30 yards to go. And I looked at him and I said, they'll make the first down. He kind of looked at me and I said, they'll make it because the Bears will get a holding penalty, a little 5-yard holding penalty, but it's an automatic first down. On fourth down, the team went for it. It was like they had got it to where it was 4th and 9 or 10, and I think they got 7 or 8 yards. So you think the Bears have got to stop? I said, hold on. There's a flag down, Ron. And they checked the flag. Now was there one. They wanted to make so sure that the Bears did not get that stop. They called 2 holding penalties on them. On a play that they threw, that was a crap play. But anyway, there's just so much. But you root for them to win. If you root for the home team, and the Bears are my home team. And then Illinois game Saturday, our quarterback who came in the week before on the last drive, 4th down and 14 or 15. We got to have a touchdown to win the game. And he led them to a touchdown. He got the first down on 4th and 14, got the thing and led them to a touchdown when they won the game. Then he comes out and throws for over 500 yards. Now, guys, that's excitement. That made my weekend. But I did something. As you guys know, I did a show yesterday. I wanted to clear the air about some things. When I talked about the gentleman, if he had his dollar, I'm not cutting anybody down. When I say somebody sent me a message, and the girl contacted me, what did she say? And I got back with her. Guys, I'm just bringing things. It's easier for me to reply here than it is to just constantly answer. If I tried to answer everybody who writes me, over the weekend, I got a lot of pictures of little Leona. And then I even got one all dialed up. She was going to go see great grandpa Mike, so them was good. But then she actually wrote me a letter, and that one was even good. I can share them pictures, but I'm not going to do it tonight. Probably do it Wednesday night, or maybe in another, recorded video. As I told you Friday night, I feel I'm back. I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm feeling better. I finally got in to see my regular doctor instead of everybody being a heart specialist or this or that. I finally got to see my regular doctor, and he gave me 3 different medicines, of which at the end of tomorrow I'll be done with them. And I'm taking so much and going to see so much, but I really believe I'm turning the corner. And now I'm going to read something later on for Jimmy, because I want to go into the kids now, and talk about them. Jimmy, these beds are real. They're here, and they're really being endorsed right now by the hat. And then that's the main thing, because we got to get him off of his cloud. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that, where just before I came on, I was listening to a video from Wolverine. And I love Wolverine. I love listening to him. I love his information. But my friend, chill. Chill. You chose to do this. You're going to have people come after you. You can't go off every so often and tell people they don't have the guts to do what you're doing, that you'll quit doing it. When you mention that you're getting this information from highly up sources and then it don't happen, see, if you notice me, when I say something, I say, this is the information I'm getting. I don't ever say it's from highly up sources, because if it's highly up, it should actually be real sometimes, and it's not. We're put here for a reason. We was asked to do these shows and do these shows for a reason. So my friend, just chill out. Keep giving the information. For those who want to come after you, shrug them off. They don't exist. Don't worry about them. But for the people who want to hear what you have to say, who look forward to hearing what you have to say, them's the ones you want to deal with. Them's the ones. You don't have to like everybody, but you don't have to dislike everybody. Just don't let them get to you. Because Wolverine, no matter what we do, that's all some of these people are here to do, is to just get under our skin. So my friend, just take it easy. Just chill out, okay? Now, I know Wolverine probably will never see my videos because we're such a small group, but you know what? Maybe they need to start seeing our videos. Maybe they need to watch our chat room. Maybe they need to see the love that we have. Our chat room people are talking about daily life. They're talking about family. They're talking about the friendships, the love, everything we have. Other chat rooms, it's like, I know because I've went on recently to my Penny's chat room. And it's like, I've tried to conjure some conversations up with Savior. But it's like, you have to be careful what you say there. No, you need to have a room. I mean, if I didn't want you guys to be friends, if I didn't want you guys to be family and to talk what you want to talk, I just do recorded videos. We do this because of the love and the friendship. But going back to Jimmy and Renee, I believe we're right there. I believe we're really close. I believe it's just a matter of somebody that we all love just deciding it's time. And I believe that when he starts having these meetings, and you know, last week I changed the night of the show, a time of the show, because he was speaking. And when I got done, I looked at Ron and I says, it's the same old thing. I mean, he didn't even need to be there. He could have just played an old one. Some of the names of the people he was talking about was different, but he always gives credit to the people who's been there 80, 90, 100 times, okay? You know, so they got money. They can go and follow you. But my question is, why do you want to go watch him 80, 90? I mean, when a man stands in front of me on a video, well, not in front of me, but I'm watching him, and he stands there and he says, we're going to make America great again. We're going to make America wealthy. We're going to do everything for America. But then for the next 10 minutes, all he wants to talk about is something that he tells us is not going to happen. And that's something in 2024. Or if when he stood in front of us and said, you know, it was taken from us in 2020. You know it. We know it. We all know it. But why is it not happening? You know, the other day, something happened where the new Secretary of State, whatever the guy is, that just took over Crazy Nancy's old spot. And he was bringing impeachments against a certain person, but he had to call him off. Now, the reason I'm hearing he had to call him off, because the white hats have integrity. And you can't impeach somebody that's not holding something. If you're not holding a certain office, you can't impeach them. But yet the black hats, after supposedly our hat had lost in the election, supposedly, they wanted to impeach him. How do you impeach someone that doesn't hold the office? I mean, that would be like saying, Ralph, you've been retired from your factory job for 20 some years, but we're going to fire you now. How do you fire me? I haven't worked it for 20 some years. And that's the stupidity. You know, and I know I'm mixing this in with the kids, but it's things that I think need to be said and heard. See, it's like, how did these people hold this over us for so long? How did they mastermind us and do the things they did for us for so long when now you look and you see, I'm saluting a guy on TV, a soldier on TV was saluting. You know, now you look and you see how things are going. How is one man and a group of people such as us able to take down the most corrupt organization in the world? And they're doing it, and they're doing it. And, you know, I've heard rumors that they will be meeting with certain people in certain things, because the only thing that's keeping the big N and the big G from actually being 100% taken care of and moving forward is the fact that we have places in the world that are still in conflicts. And that's a no-no. 209 countries have said, no, when we go into these two things, we will go into them in a manner that there will not be any more conflicts, any more wars. And that excites me. You know, it doesn't excite me about when the hat gets talking about WW3. And the girl that I write in the Ukraine, I was talking to her in my letter last night, and she responded today. But I was telling her, I remember when I was a young kid, 10, 12, 13, 14 years old, and they kept talking about WW3. But see, if anybody's my age, and I don't know if Diane and Myrna and now happy birthday to Linda today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear my friend Linda. Happy birthday to you. But Linda is a certain age today, and she's not as old as me, but she's not, let's put it this way, she's not a lot behind me, but she's a very amazing woman, you know. But she says, I'm such and such old today. No, you're such and such young today. If we would just get rid of the word old, don't worry about it. The only thing we should use the word old for is it's old news. It's old people that was running and keeping us all of these years in the turmoil and everything that they've done to us. But as I go back and I think about the beds, I've got something I'm going to read tonight, Jimmy, about the beds, and I'm not going to read it all because it's a very, very long article, but it's something that Mike and some other people have sent me, and other people have, because I never get anything, Jimmy and Renee, about the beds that they don't tell me. You got to let Jimmy and Renee know about this, because that's how many people are looking out for you and love you and want, you know, but it's just not them. It's everybody who needs them. And in essence, you may think you're 100% healthy, but we all need them. If nothing else, just for the satisfaction and the gratification to know that we're okay. You know, our little Patriot 11 with his couple little friends that are girls, you know, Haley and Hunter, and then Hunter and the Princess. Now I found out that the Princess is playing on a traveling softball team, and Hunter is doing some hunting, you know, and he actually, I believe if I remember, Janice said he actually got a deer a while back. So, you know, that's not me. I'm not going to congratulate him for getting a deer, because I don't believe in deer hunting. If you want to go out and hunt it, yes. But if you want to sit in a tree and let them come by you, and then you know, and I don't believe in that. But that's my opinion, and I like you, Hunter, are entitled your opinion to go do it. My son-in-law is entitled his opinion to go do it. I'm entitled my opinion on how I feel. But congratulations, if that's what your trophy is, and you know, I can tell by who your grandmother is, your great kids, and you know, spend some more time with her, write her letters, call her on the phone, just be there for her, because she's an amazing, amazing woman. Then you have Patriot Karate Kid and Patriot Wyatt Earp, Patriot Boog, Boogaloo, and Boogaroo, who is just growing, Patriot Little Leona, who I've already talked about, all of our college Patriot kids, you know, and then Patriot Super Gymnast, who I thought I was going to get to go watch her, you know, in her gymnastics tonight, because she takes a course every Monday night, and I thought I was going to get to go, but unfortunately, where my daughter works, a fourth grade teacher passed away over the weekend, and there was a little bit of termination at the school, because it's hard to tell kids that their teacher that was their teacher at the beginning of the year passed away, and the other fourth graders, and now you got fifth and sixth graders to deal with it. They was her students, and I know what they're going through because when I was in the fourth grade, my fourth grade teacher passed away, and that was also the year that JFK was supposedly assassinated, but we all know different. But death for young people is a lot harder, I believe, than death for older people, only for the fact that they don't understand what it is 100% there. But, Patriot super gymnast, she's always practicing, and from when she decided she wanted to be a gymnast and go into these practices, I would say she's 200% better now than she was. And she was pretty good back then, but she did a flip the other day. She did a flip the other day in their bouncy thing that they got, and their trampoline, and she stuck it. And the look on her face was priceless. It was like, and then when she realized it, and the look on her face, the priceless look, and then all of a sudden jumping up and down, the excitement and that, and it was like, I think she could have did any gymnastic move in the world right then with the excitement that she had. Patriot 7, he's like his dad. He likes to hunt, that's them. It's not me. Patriot little Hank, I got to spend some time over the weekend. They actually stayed home for a while over the weekend. I got to spend some time with him and Patriot little Kira. She is just getting cuter and cuter, and everything we went through over the year with her. She was born, December 13th, and by December 14th at noon, she was in the hospital up in Chicago for over a month. We had 2 major surgeries, and we didn't know if we was going to have her. But now she is just a whirlwind, and she is getting to be a very, very smart, very, very beautiful young girl. And then, Patriot little monkey, who I babysat today. And the reason I didn't get to go watch Patriot Super Gymnast tonight was because she just didn't want to go. She wanted to stay home with her grandpa, because I'm the best grandpa in the whole wide world. And, guys, that pretty much takes care of the kids. I'm going to do the pledge. I'm going to do the song, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to go over that article about the beds and talk about some other things. And, as you can tell, I'm talking faster. I'm talking more excitable. I feel great. And the messages that I'm getting from people, I may say something about some people, and yes, and I'm gonna cover something again tonight real quick. Is yes, I believe we're really close, and so the gentleman just got himself another $1, and that. But I do. I believe we're close. I can't see this going much longer. But that's me. And I choose to be optimistic instead of pessimistic. Now, does that mean that one day this week I'm not going to have a little bit of a meltdown and say, come on, something has got to happen? We know. I have a lot of fun in my daily messages back and forth with Linda, or with Mary Ann. Mary Ann, the other day, I did Bruce's call for her. She told me 10 minutes later, her and her husband was still laughing. But, Bruce does what he needs to do. He's getting the information out there. And you know what? It doesn't matter how many times Bruce tells us, well, it's today or tomorrow or the latest this weekend. And one of these days it's going to happen. All we're going to think about is Bruce nailed it. Because Bruce came on, and he came on to do shows. Now, he's been rewarded in ways that I don't like. Other people have been rewarded in ways I don't like. That does not mean I don't like the people. I choose not to take money to do these shows. I choose to have family, to be able to relate with people, to associate with people outside of these shows. Where most of these people, once they're outside of them, if they're not buying from boomers, if they're not buying the world-class presentations, they don't have nothing to do with the people. You want 5,000 people to work with you. Get to know 5,000 people so they'll feel comfortable working with you. I've sent him 4 messages. I would love to work with you. I've never got a reply back. Maybe it's because he doesn't like me because of the things I say. But if I'm going to get in trouble from people because I speak the truth and I speak from my heart and I have an opinion, well, then I don't need to work with them.
We want a lot of you to work with them.
You know, we have so many people here that want to work with us. We can just bring Bruce's group so much more. But see, 5,000 people, there's no way you can work with 5,000 people. Now, does that mean that when we get our group going and we're doing this project and I'm just going to pick out David Duffy here, his name come up, Janet, their name come up. You know, we get going and they're working the programs with us. They may have their own project and we'll get that going. That's why when I go in, I know what I'm going to say to them. I'm going to cover the projects I have right there on my sheet. But I'm going to say also the money that we're going to have for humanitarian projects. We're going to be working them all over, not just in Illinois, not just in Indiana, not just in Kentucky or whatever. We're going to be working them all over the United States. We want to truthfully do what the hat says, make America great again. But we want to make God's world great again, the heaven on earth. So we're going to go other places. You know, people in the Ukraine is going to need help. I know because I get a daily report 5 days a week. I get what's going on there. For people who think that nothing's going on, it's total crap. I know because the girl that I write, she gives me reports about, well, I couldn't go out today and actually go to work because I had to walk to work and there was shooting just a few blocks away from our house. I don't want to take the chance. So they live in fear. So for these people, you know, that they think they've got a bigger show and a better show than us, that they say, oh, this is all a put on. And I understand they're there for the kids. That's the main reason this got going. But there's also other things going on. So for anybody who comes out and says other people, such as me, doing shows like this, that no, this is not, no, that's bull crap. I get a report on it. You know, I guess I can say, I have great contacts in the Ukraine giving me great reports on what's going on. They're scared. My letter that I got last Friday from this girl, it started off with, I'm tired of living in fear. I'm tired of not being able to the grocery store. I'm tired of going hungry because we're afraid to go out and shop. That's no way to live, guys. So why is the hat not doing it? Will I cut him down? Yes, I will. But I'll do it in a professional manner. And then I always say, no matter how many times I cut him down, I still love the man and I believe he's the right person for the job. So let's do the pledge let's do the prayer first. And dear Lord, as we come to you tonight, we come to you with very, very loving and open arms. We have people who need these beds that we're talking about, Lord. We have people who need their health fixed. We have people who just need you in general. And we're going to ask you to look down upon all of these people, whether it's family members here, it's our regular family members, or it's just people who need you. We're going to ask you to look after 100% of the children, every one of them, and help us find each and every one, and help us find over the next few years homes where each one of these children is either reunited with their own parents or we find them parents. We build a world like you want to be, and we want you by our side every step of the way, guiding us and leading us, Lord. For the people celebrating their birthdays, let them know that we wish them all a happy birthday. For the people who need your help, put an angel on their shoulder and be there for them. Lord, we come to you tonight and pray to you with very, very open and loving arms through our Savior, your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to been living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt as love is land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt this is land. God bless the USA. Defend her still today. He's not going to be able to take her each I love this
Yes, sir. God bless the USA. Proud to be an American. And yes, we are free. You know, and that's, if people are getting nothing else out of what's going on, that's the one thing. Oh, they just posted a picture of this is my little granddaughter, Kira. So she's growing. They just posted that. So trying to think what I want here. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. Special beds technology. High-tech medical technology suppressed by deep state and released by the Big N and Big G must-see video. Special beds, high-tech medical bed technology suppressed by deep state and released by Zara must-see video. Okay. Madeira Green, an independent publisher, is now on Telegram and they got her thing, http://t.me/AMG News 2022 and exists only on radar support as we public truth reading. The Hat on June 14 said the nation within a year's time or so, almost all hospital procedures will be obsolete. Every city will have many medical beds and TELSA chamber capable of healing and repairing DNA, along with curing all ailments, age regression up to 30 years, no more cancer, no more autism, no more fibromyalgia or whatever that is, no more vaccines, no more Alzheimer's, no more joint pains, no more deficiencies, in essence, no more sickness, no more. Not agree with everything he does, but the hat is doing more for humanity than the last 10 presidents combined. Proof in the executive orders he has signed. Special beds have the ability to regrow organs that are missing, such as gallbladder, kidney, or lymph nodes, etc., through the use of light spectrums and frequencies. The best is yet to come / cures. The special beds technologies has suppressed a hidden form from the public for a long time. Fortunately, due to the planetary shift of the 3D to 5D happening at this time and the increasing demand for transparency by the human collective consciousness, a increasing number of courageous people are coming forward to disclose what now has been hidden for decades, even centuries, and almost for 1,000 years. Two of these courageous souls are Linear, the star traveler. Her internet name, and Jared Rand. Elena wrote, okay, I'm not going to read about that. TACHYON energy and plasma energy beds. There are 3 types of beds: holographic beds, regenerative beds, which regenerate tissues, body parts that powered by different sources, and reautomation beds. That is about 2 to 3 minutes, will regenerate the whole human body and head into advance. The beds looks at the body and corrects imperfections. The technology has been around for quite some time. It is not something out of the clear blue sky. It has been kept hidden from the human race for a very long time. This is a very long article, and I'm not going to read everything because it's just, here's something. Holographic medical pods. Alenia, the Star Traveler, wrote the following information about the holographic medical pod. She obtained the information by using a unique method, hypnosis regression memories, whereby Elena was able to verify the information did indeed come from the secret space program by seeing the holographic medical pods during her tenure on a secret space program asset. And it goes on to explain about things like that. As I said, this is something that anybody can get this article. I suggest you get it, you read it, but it's just too big to read everything. I was trying to see some things here that I might skip over and read, but since I'm kind of on a time limit strength here, and I'm already at 30 some minutes, I don't really want to keep going, but I don't really. Just they tell you to trust the plan on these beds. They're there. They're going to be working. Now, one of the things I do want to talk about with these I call them magical beds, is the fact that they're truthfully a dream. They're a dream that can allow us to live in God's heaven on earth, but live for a long time. How long? We don't know. As I was talking to Linda today, and I found her age out, and I'm not going to mention it because it's between me and her, and she did get to go out to dinner today, not where she wanted to, but she said she enjoyed where she went. And, I kind of agree with you, Linda, what you told me where you went, because I've been there for a long time, and I've been hungry for that, and I bet it was really, really good. But
we wanted to go to Red Lobster.
But
Put the money other way.
that is something that we look at now. Here's something that was written to Clarence Thomas. Dear Justice Thomas, we the people have had enough. We the people are tired. It is time you or the military step up and do the right thing. We have it all. We caught them all. Right. Executive Order 138 4-8. We the people want justice and we want it now. Stop the talks. Impeachment, all focus needs to be on overturning what happened in 2020 and fix what was taken from us. Nothing else matters. Do you hear us? We are not waiting another day, week, or month, or year. Enough is enough. We the people know what's been going on. We the people demand justice, and we demand it now. We the people are sick and tired. We the people know that most of these people are no longer even here, like Sleepy. He is gone, and so many others for crimes against humanity. They have already been there. They have already been military tribuned, and the people know a lot more than what you think we do. Now, please bring back our real leaders, such as the Hat and Junior. We the people demand it. In the past, it's way past time. We need to heal and move on. And that's what they don't realize. They are so concerned about the people with their eyes closed. And I was talking to someone yesterday because we keep talking about money is the root of all evil. I believe money will be the root of all evil for the people who have their eyes closed, because that's when they're going to open their eyes. But now they're going to get this big bundle of all this back stuff and get this. And, you know, we've talked in the past how much it could be, a lot. Whether you have currency or not, you're going to be well taken care of. But when you got your eyes closed and now all of a sudden all of this falls into your hands, there's where it can be the root of all evil. People like our family here, who we have been preparing for this for a long time. When we get it, we're going to know what to do with it. We're going to share it with people. We're going to build a country, the world back to the way it should be. We're going to do the things. We have to then take our focus on what we're going to do, and we have to also focus on the people with their eyes closed, because we have to help them or we're going to lose them. And, you know, I don't want to lose them, because a lot of the people that we would lose would be people that I love, but they just won't open their eyes because they still think that Uncle Ralph and Uncle Ron, Patriot 5 and Patriot 6, Ron and Ralph, they still think that we're crazy, that all we're doing is chasing a pipe dream. Because as I was told, the only way you make money in this world anymore is to be in a management. I was never in management in my life, but I did very, very well taking care of my family. They had anything that they wanted, you know. But now all of a sudden, everything has to be management. You more or less have to be taken by the hand and showed what to do. Bull crap. Be a man, be a woman, and stand up for your rights. And that's what we have to do. Dr. VI's Crystal Pendulum, questions and answers. Question 1, is the Big N 100% activated? Answer, yes, the Big N is 100% activated. Question 2, is the Big G 100% activated? Answer, yes, the Big G is 100% activated. Question 3, is the Big N fully implemented? Answer, the Big N is about 68% implemented as of now at this moment. Question 4, is the Big G fully implemented? Answer, Big G is about 46% implemented as of now at this very moment. Question 5, will EBS/EAS/EWS happen in this November? Answer, question 5, yes, 100%. Here's something from Wolvie. Please be patient and have faith. Some people have been paid out, but you will never know as they are under NDA. All Wells phones have been turned off, with which is normal. I was hoping to hear something from Zurich, but at the moment it's all silent. Notifications are close, and we are hoping to receive it this coming week. Sorry, guys, I don't control this. I'm only the messenger. but I have absolute faith that it will be crossing the finish line any day. All my sources, which are Wells, sovereign wells, and foundation owners, etc., are all confident that we will be zipping. I think he meant sipping, but he got zipping. I'm going to say sipping champagne any day and listen to a nice opera. God bless you, Wolverine. Judy readings. Restored Republic via GCR. Monday, 13th of November, 12:01. Eastern Standard Time by Judy Bidington, therapist, journalist, author, 22 Faces Inside the Extraordinary Life of Jenny Hill and Her 22 Multiple Personalities. Have faith, trust the plan. The alliance is in control. Nothing can stop what is coming. Nothing. That's from Q. Think about this. It has been said that the real reason Speaker of House Mike Johnson decided not to go forward in impeaching Sleepy was because Sleepy didn't actually do in 2020 what it was said he did. You cannot impeach somebody who is not holding an office. On the other hand, the Democrats voted to impeach the Hat after he supposedly lost what happened in 2020. They impeached the Hat as president at the same time they claimed he wasn't the president. Duh. Which is true. You can lead a person to knowledge, but you can't make them think. So if you get frustrated, just know it's not your job to make them think. The media does that for them. Judy, note the U.S. corporation declared bankruptcy long ago. Big G, Big N has been signed into law. We are now seeing the cleanup and final stages. Full disclosure, the Q clock has run out. The clown show was about to end. Checkmate. The alliance is in control. Saturday, November 11th, full for report just happened. Week North Korea and South Korea met at the line, shook hands, and united, friends going into the Big N. JIHADI MILITIAS have murdered more than 800 black. I'm not going to go into that. There have been suspected deep state do attacks. Really, a lot of this stuff I can't read. Saturday, November 11/11 was a 1,111th day since Q's first post. The clock ran out. The clown show ended. Checkmate. The storm Wednesday, 8th November, and to Sunday, 19th November. Sunday, November 12th was big. Armistice, generational wrongs reversal. You have seen the truth. Time to show the world. On January 20th, 2024, the fiat dollar would be replaced by the gold asset-backed U.S. note. All such gold asset-backed currencies across the globe would be on par, 1-to-1 for each other. Social Security benefits will be much higher. In the next 3 to 6 months, the Rodriguez Trust will begin to administer universal basic incomes to citizens of all the Big G compliant countries. The amount per individual or family will depend on the status, needs, employment level, age of person and family, and will work to encourage people to work if they can. If you're able to work, you will work. Marcio Castino, I am told Reno released funds Thursday, 9th November that triggered transactions on Thursday, 9th November, Friday, 10th. All other platforms will begin Monday, 13th November. Mark Z, I continue to hear that exchanges should start Tuesday, November 14th. Texas Snake, current anticipation speculation suggesting the codes have been released with appointment scheduling to follow, and exchanges on Commerce Tuesday of next week, 14th of following. Bruce, on Wednesday, 8th November, the military gave the GCR the go-ahead, the green light from the Treasury turned, and activation codes were entered into the redemption centers that allowed new currency rates to go back to the front screens, from the back screens to the front screens. Reno released funds on the 9th. That's pretty much it, guys. I know it's 45 minutes. It's, not too bad. Eventually we may get back up to an hour, but I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's all I can do. I want to thank everybody for coming out here tonight, being here, and I see Bill Woods and Janet and Karen and Carol and Mike's here, and one thing by getting done earlier, Mike Penny has been doing shows a lot of times around 8 o'clock at night. It allows you to get over there to do them, or I think a lot of people's going over with Mike right now anyway. And, I appreciate everybody who comes out and watches our shows, everybody who supports us and that. And I can only say, buckle up your seatbelts, because I think you're about ready to get the ride of your life. I believe we're that close. Will I get aggravated later in the week? Probably. Will I say something later in the week? Probably. But for the gentleman, and I'm having some fun with this, for the gentleman that says if he only had $1 for every time that I said we were close, well, he should have made a lot tonight, because I believe we're right on the verge of everything we want. I go to bed every night, and I believe by the time I get up in the morning, we're going to have it. I have actually got up in the middle of the night a couple of times recently just to look and see my email to see if we have it. We have it. I want to thank everybody who gets me the information. I want to thank everybody who comes here and watches the shows, supports us, and is just part of the Patriot 5 and Patriot 6 group. I will see you Wednesday night, unless something happens, and then I'll see you tomorrow. So watch. I may do a recorded video tomorrow, but I got a lot to do. I got 2 doctor's appointments and that. So once again, I'm running back to the doctor. So love yous all. Good night from Patriot 5 and Patriot 6.